Today I'm going to look at the cryptocurrency Tezos. Ticker symbol is XTZ. I'm going to begin the analysis by looking at the weekly chart. There's four things that I want to point out here. I just want to begin, first of all, if you see the falling wedge pattern that we had that developed after a major crash of almost 50% in May. And we had the breakout and close above on the week beginning July 19th. And since we've continued with three up weeks as of today. The second thing I want to point out here is that the 200-week simple moving average came into play on the week beginning July 26. Obviously, going back just a couple of weeks, the moving average is not going to be much different in terms of the price level. So you can make the deduction that we actually made a secular low here by coming down to the 200-week simple moving average, which at the week beginning July 26th was at 2.37. So that was a major low. It should have flushed out every one of the weak holders and put Tezos on the path to a lot higher prices in the long term. The third thing I want to point out here is the 2019 ascending trend line. You'll see that it also played a role in the price action in the June-July area, how we tried to stay above it, finally we cut below, and then we had the reversal and almost a bullish outside day in the bar charts here on the week beginning July 29th. And the last thing of importance that stands out is how price is dealing with the resistance associated with the 50-week simple moving average. Last week it struggled to get above it, close below. This week we're sitting on it after trying to get above it. So clearly it's an important level for Tezos at this moment, and how it resolves itself moving forward is going to have medium-term implications for the cryptocurrency. Turning to the daily chart, you can see how the resistance at the 50-week simple moving average has manifested itself on the daily chart, as we have this double bottom pattern with the trigger price here of 311. Once we've triggered that, you'll see how we really have come down and tested it. We haven't got very far above it thanks to the resistance associated with the 50-week simple moving average. The measured move of this double bottom pattern is just over 32%, which takes us up to a price target of about 411, which is just above the 200-day simple moving average of 404, and also is associated with these highs that go back to June 7th at 414 and also on May 27th at 417. So 411 is going to be a meaningful move for Tezos, but getting beyond that's going to be difficult due to the price congestion associated with these levels over here in late May and early June. On the downside, really we need to hold from the area from the peak of the double bottom down to this area here, which corresponds to about 305. That's an area of price congestion extending all the way back into mid-May. That needs to hold. Any weakness below there will introduce a quick drop down to the 50-day simple moving average and potentially the 2019 ascending trend line, which more or less comes in at 2.74. So we really want to hold this area on the downside. If we don't, that's going to raise a red flag. It could signal that we had just a dead cat bounce and we're going to be moving lower moving forward. But at this point, if we can get past the 50-week, we look like we could extend it to at least a 200-day, if not the measured move target of 411.